and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Icy. I'm so happy to have you here. Today we are starting the vlog on a nice little daily walk. It is my first day back into my routine. I just got back from the Philippines actually. If you haven't seen my travel vlog yet, I just uploaded it yesterday actually, so you should see a link to it somewhere up here or at the end of this video. But today is my first day back actually at work, and I wanted to get an early morning in just because I know that there's going to be some catch up needed once I get back into the office. So I want to get in around 8 a.m. and just catch up on emails and everything that I've missed. I've been gone for almost 2 weeks, which is the longest amount of time that I've actually been away from work, which is crazy. I've worked now at my law firm for almost 3 years, and I've never taken a vacation as long as this one. I took an extra day off yesterday just to prepare and also adjust to the time change and everything. But today will be my first day back, so should be fun. I wanted to also take a moment in the beginning of this video to also update you guys on how everything has been going with law school prep and everything, just because I have mentioned that I am trying to study for the LSAT, and I haven't really been giving concrete updates to that, and there's a reason for it, just because I'm honestly really struggling with finding a routine that works for me. And I think the biggest thing that I'm struggling with is honestly how to study. Like, I really wish I had some type of tutor, and I am considering getting a tutor for it, but the thing with that as well is that it's really expensive, and I know it's definitely an investment that will honestly probably be worth it in the end. But it's just finding a study routine where I actually feel like I am retaining the information and it's useful for me, because that is the biggest struggle right now that I am having with everything, or when it comes to studying. And also I think I'm in this interesting period in my life where there is so much change going on. I'm traveling and also moving places. If you guys have been keeping up with my videos, I opened up about how I am moving at the end of this month, and I've just been really preoccupied with that. And then I have a Mexico cruise coming up, so I have one more big travel excursion that I'm doing with my family, and so that has also been something that I'm preparing for in the back of my mind. So there's just kind of a lot going on, and it's really hard to fit in the time to study where I feel it's intentional, and like I said, I'm actually retaining the information. The other thing as well that I think I am, I guess thinking more and more about is if law school is something that I really want to do. I've been extremely transparent on my channel about how I have flip-flopped back and forth whether or not I want to go to law school officially. Some days I'm like, yes, I want to do it. Other days I'm like, I really don't know if that's the right path for me. And that's something that I always want to emphasize on my channel, that yes, I am a legal assistant, and yes, I have worked really hard to be in the position that I am in now. But when it comes to actually being a lawyer and going to law school and doing all those things, there are moments, and it's still something that I just don't know if it's in my heart that I want to do it. I've also just been thinking a lot about long term, because I want a family one day, and I eventually want to slow down and have a job that is more flexible and allows me to spend time with my family and future husband or whatever. But if I do law school, I know it will be a lot of time investment and a lot of money. And not that I don't think I can't have a work-life balance being a lawyer, it's just that I don't know if it's the right path for me. And so I've kind of been toying with the idea of taking the LSAT and seeing how I score, and then seeing from there whether or not I want to go to law school. I really don't know. And I know to some people that may sound like a huge waste of time. Like, why would you take the LSAT if you don't plan on going to law school. It's just that there's so many factors involved for me about committing to go. And something about me is that I've always been extremely creative, and YouTube is something also that I have been monetized now for the past few months. And the more I think about it, I do think about how content creating just gives me so much flexibility. And if I ever were to get to a point where I make more on YouTube than my actual job, I would definitely consider doing, maybe part-time work and then doing YouTube more and more. I think traveling also has given me a lot of perspective on what I'm really passionate about and why I started my channel in the first place. And honestly, guys, I love creating. And even though I know my channel started off with me sharing my legal assistant vlogs, and I know those are my most popular uploads, I just really think that I want to follow what I'm passionate about. And I don't know if law school is something that I would be doing for myself, or if I would be doing it because of the expectation I feel from not really my family, because they've always been very supportive of whatever I do, but I guess from you guys, or just from what people expect of me because of the way I have shared my legal assistant journey so openly. I think there's this expectation that I'm going to take it all the way to the end. And I just always want to be real with you guys and let you know that I still don't know if that's something that I really want to do. And it's not because I don't think I'm capable. It's not because I think it's not worth it, because I know that it would be worth it, and it's a great accomplishment to do. I have friends and coworkers who are currently in law school. I just don't know if I would be doing it for the right reasons. Like, if I would be doing it to, like I said, please certain people, or to just fulfill this expectation that people have of me. And I think the older I get, my priorities are also shifting, where I want to have a job that gives me flexibility, and YouTube is something that I never thought that I would be able to get monetized on. And yes, it's not a lot of money. It's still really cool that I can make money off just talking to the camera like this and being able to connect with you guys. So I think that's also why I've hinted in the past a lot about diversifying my content and not just sticking to legal assistant content, but also doing things outside of that, even if I know they won't perform as well. It's a way for me to step outside that box of legal assistant and do things that creatively fulfill me. But yeah, I just wanted to open up about those recent struggles and just be completely candid and honest that I have not been studying as much, or have been far, I haven't made as much progress as I would have wanted in this LSAT studying. And I'm really, really struggling to find a routine that works, and to find just ways where I feel like I'm actually learning, because it cut me off for some reason. But what I was trying to say is that it's been a struggle to figure out what I really want to do in terms of LSAT studying and what's really going to be helpful for me. I might get a tutor, possibly. I know that will be really, really expensive, but honestly, I feel like that is the only way that I'm actually going to learn something, because this is just something that I feel like I don't know how to approach. Like, every time I try and sit down and I'm currently using 7 Sage. Every time I try to sit and do a class, I just feel like I'm almost wasting my time. Not because I think studying is a waste of time, but just because of how dense the information is. And I'm wondering if I'm actually retaining this information. But I just wanted to open up about that I really don't have a solid study routine, and I'm also just toying with the idea, I think, long term, if I want to maybe do content creation. And I've always loved that. I've always loved writing and being creative, and so I might shift I don't want to say my career necessarily, because I would never leave my stable job that I have right now unless I were to make more money on YouTube and content creating than what I get paid right now, which is, pretty decent for my age and the area. But it's just something that I'm actually working towards. And now that I am back, and even though I have my Mexico cruise after that, I really, really want to commit to YouTube and posting once a week consistently again. I think I've been as consistent as I can given all of everything that's been going on, but I really want to stick to uploading once a week and then exploring reels. I haven't experimented as much with short form content, but that is something that I want to get more into. So I was thinking that I can do one post a week on YouTube and then try to post one reel. Definitely one YouTube video. I want to stick to that. But once I'm back from Mexico, I want to go full send on getting back into things, getting back into routine. I'll also be moving at the end of this month, so that'll be really exciting, and that will also be another vlog that I will share with you guys, the moving process. I actually plan on starting to move a few things to the new place that I'm living at this weekend, just because technically I will have this room starting June 1st, but my current lease doesn't end until June 22nd. So I'm going to take advantage of that and do a slow move and start moving the things that I don't need. But yeah, just kind of wanted to do a little morning chat on our daily walk. I'm going to finish up this walk and then I will catch up with you guys once I get back. We will get ready for work. And then I think I'm also going to make myself a little something to eat when I get back. I've been feeling a little bit more hungry in the morning, and just having a little bit of protein in the morning, I think, has helped my stomach and my digestion overall. After my morning walk, I made myself some breakfast. I made myself some scrambled eggs, and then I seasoned it with some pepper and garlic salt. Now, I do want to thank Vita Authority for working with me on this portion of the video, because I'm actually using one of their multi-collagen burn powders. I have the flavorless edition, but they do have other flavors on their website if you just want to add a little bit more flavor into your drink. I'm using this in my morning smoothie. Now, this product is really great because not only does it support your joints and bones, but it also promotes youthful and vibrant skin because it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. It dissolves great into any type of drink, so you can use this in your morning coffee or water if you prefer. And I am working with them on today's video, so if you want, you can use my discount code. I will leave it in my description box, but they are only offering it for a limited time, so make sure to check it out. Especially with some of the warmer months coming in the summertime, I think this is a great staple to have.
You just gotta hold on to your path. What feels right in your heart and your soul. I know you always wanna do what's right.
Alright, this is our outfit for the day. I am just wearing this gray sweater and then paired it with some slacks and then my black loafers that has some gold detailing on it. Also got this bracelet from my stepmom actually in the Philippines. She gave me some jewelry, and then we have our usual gold heart-shaped necklace and then some gold hoops as well. So yeah, this is our outfit of the day.
No one
I just got done with lunch and they were so sweet because the place that I went to, they were actually out of acai bowls, but they had a little bit left over from a previous batch that they had made, and so they gave it to me for free, which was really nice. And then the guy even offered to put granola and cacao nibs on it for free, which was also super sweet. And I just thought that I wanted to give them a shout out. The place that I went to is Cargo Cafe. If you are in San Diego, I highly recommend them. They mostly have little like pop-up shops in business centers near workplaces, but just thought that was really sweet of them. And then I also got a lavender honey matcha oat latte, iced of course, and it's really good. It's not too sweet, and I like when the matcha drinks taste like matcha because so many of them, especially I feel like the ones in Starbucks, are so watered down and it's just not really good. But I figured before we get back to work, and it's also really hot in my car right now, so excuse the air conditioning. I wanted to have a little bit of a car chat with y'all because we haven't done one of these in a while, and I used to do these a lot whenever I would do my work vlogs, but I was just kind of thinking a lot about how these next 2 months are going to be really crazy and hectic, and I know that when this season of my life comes where I'm really busy and things are going on, I tend to get very overwhelmed and very mentally exhausted, and I want to avoid feeling burnt out because before I went on my vacation to the Philippines, I was starting to feel burnt out, and now with these next 2 months being very eventful, I know with traveling and then just lots of family obligations, like I said earlier, I know that I'm not going to have as much time for myself. And I also sat down yesterday and was thinking about how I really want to make YouTube something where I am making it or working towards making it a stable source of income. Obviously, it's going to take a while before I ever get to the point where I make enough doing YouTube as much as I make with my regular job, or even more than that. But I do want to be strategic with it and intentional with YouTube now because I do genuinely love it, and I just want to challenge myself to see how far I can take this and also see how I can diversify my income as a young woman and really set myself up for a financially successful future. So I'm thinking a lot about that, which of course being more committed with YouTube means more time, and time, something right now, is something that I don't necessarily have all the time in the world. Spending quality time for me is one of my biggest love languages, so I also want to make sure that I am making time for the things that are important. But I just wanted to open up about that, is that I think this season of my life, there's so many exciting changes going on. I'm moving, and I haven't moved to a new place within the past 2 to 3 years. So this is also going to be a new experience, which I do plan on filming that. I feel like I'm going to get really emotional when I finally move out of my apartment, just because it's been my home for the past 3 years. But we won't get into that in this video. That'll be a completely separate vlog about moving and how moving really is closing that chapter in my life. But yeah, I just wanted to open up about how when life gets really busy, I just have a tendency to not focus on my mental health or not check in with myself, and I really want to prioritize my own mental clarity and well-being during this time, especially when I know it's going to be an extremely busy next 2 months. And because I think in the past, when life gets really busy, I tend to put more on my plate because I feel a sense of adrenaline and almost like a, how do I describe it? I feel like I can put my worth into how productive I am when my life gets really busy, because I'm already going at such a high pace. I want to add more, and instead of doing that, I want to be intentional with my time and not overwhelm myself, because I know in the end it will allow me to focus on the things that I really want to do, like YouTube, LSAT study, things like that. Also, there's a plane going by, so if you hear that, sorry. But I'm going to head back to the office and maybe go for a quick little walk. I don't have that much time left, but I do just want to enjoy the rest of this day, or I do want to enjoy the rest of my lunch outside as much as I can because it is so beautiful, clear blue skies, and it's starting to feel like summer a little bit. So I'm gonna head back to the office and then we will continue on with the day. Officially exhausted from this day. I woke up today at 5:50 a.m. so I woke up pretty early, and while I was laying down on the couch I could feel my eyes drooping. I could feel myself falling asleep, so that is the sign for me to wash my face, brush my teeth, and do my night routine. The dinner I made was actually surprisingly not too bad for being half homemade. I actually really enjoyed it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this work day in my life. I always love filming these because I do feel like it shows a realistic look into someone who is just a normal 20-something-year-old woman trying to live her life. And I know a lot of you guys are really curious about what it's like working at a law firm. I actually wanted to film an updated kind of like tips for legal assistants, because I know that a lot of new viewers who come to my channel ask a lot of questions. So if you guys want to see an updated tips or things that I would recommend to anyone who is interested in being a legal assistant or interested in this field at all, let me know down below also what type of questions you would want me to go over. I do have an idea of what those questions would be, because I get asked very similar questions a lot on my Instagram and on my videos. But if you want to see that video, make sure to give this video a like and let me know down below. But with that said, I am going to end this video and go to sleep. I want to get some editing done tomorrow, so I want to also have an early morning as well. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're